Thank you, everyone, and thank you for AWS and Doris. I'm William. My topic is From Data to Intelligence, Building AI-Ready Data Architecture with WhaleStudio. First, I will like to introduce myself. Um my name is William, and I'm also Apache Software Foundation member. And I used to work at Lenovo, IBM, Teradata, and I just work in the big data area for more than 20 years. So there's a news last week is that Elon Musk have found a fraud in the Social Security Administration, but it is wrong because I think Elon Musk do not have the AI-ready data. So it's not Musk isn't brilliant, and it's not that Grok is not powerful. But without AI-ready data, even someone as strong as Elon Musk could not get the right data result. So WhaleOps is a company that extract data from various of database, data source, and then get the data ready for the Doris, for the ZDs, and for the AWS. We can extract data not only from the popular database such as AWS Aurora or Postgres or TidyB or something like that, but also we support some we call Asian database. For example, Sybase, Informix, SAP HANA, and many databases. So what we did is to do the CDC and do the batch mode and extract data to the target database. And we can also orchestrate the whole workflow from the database to your data warehouse or to your ARM vector DB. So in one slide to introduce WhaleOps, we're a product that out of the box, we are only one platform that not only you can do the data ETL, data preparation, but also you can do the data orchestration. And our company is an open source oriented company. We are the company behind the Apache Citano and the Apache Dolphin Scheduler. So WhaleOps versus Apache Dolphin Scheduler and Apache Citano is just like the same as Databricks with Spark. And we support AWS, most of the AWS database and data warehouse, and also support Doris and ZDs. And our product is cloud native and mature stable. And also we can do the AI integration with DataOps. Here is Here is AI-ready data architecture. So you can see we can collect data from your IoT devices or from the database such as Oracle or MySQL. We support not only for the such as the log miner mode, but also we support the we just called agent mode. That means we can read the archive log just like Oracle Golden Gate, and we just collect data to the Kafka or collect the data directly to the Doris or SelectDB. And also we support batch mode. Batch mode, we can load the data from various of data, not only the structured data, but also the unstructured data. And we support a cloud or a cloud database or a NoSQL database, and we can do light transformation. That means we do not support join or group by. That's work Doris should do, but we support IRM or embedding. That means we can load the data from your file, from Google Doc, or from the Oracle, and then we can do the transformation, such as DeepSeek or Bedrock. Then because we support vector data type, then we support a transformation called LLM and the embedding transform. Then you can just directly load the data such as GPG or MP3 or some unstructured data, and then you can load the data directly to the vector DB, such as ZDs. And also, we can load the data from the streaming data from the database, and then we can load data directly to the data lake, such as Iceberg or Hoodie, or just load the data to the Redshift, then load the data to the Doris. And also, we have the other module called WhaleStudio. This is orchestration tools. We can orchestrate not only the ETL jobs, but also we can support the Python jobs, the SQL jobs, the shell jobs. So this is orchestration tools that you can drag and drop to create a workflow without any code. And then you can use the reverse ETL. That means you can load the data from OLAP engines such as Doris, and then you can load the data directly to the ZDs, Mivos, or to the ICP, or to the TiDB, or to the Oracle. That's a reverse ETL tool. So this is the whole architecture that we support, not only the traditional database ETL, but also we support a vector embedding and something like that. So I mentioned two open source projects. One is Apache Citano, which we just open sourced 3 years ago, and now it's very popular. This is the next generation of data integration tools. It supports many data sources, such as MySQL, PG, Kafka, Mongo, and also we support many targets such as the Redshift, Mivos, or something like that. Now we support more than 160 data sources in the database. And in the commercial version, we support more than 200 connectors. And also, commercial version has the UI. You can drag and drop to create ETL jobs and to create a mapping. And with the open source version, you can just use the config file, and you can create the whole ETL very, very easily. Not like Hadoop or Flink or Spark. Apache Citano has its own data integration engine. That means you needn't to deploy a cluster. You can just deploy one server or two servers of Apache Citano to integrate the whole process. And more, Citano transform not only include the SQL transform, but also it include embedding, RAM, Java, Python. So you can transform the single record with many methods, and then it's very easy to use for the data integration. Now we have many use cases in Citano. One is called JP Morgan Chase. This is the largest commercial bank in the US. It uses Apache Citano as the data integration between multi-cloud. It just data integration from AWS Aurora, DomoDB to Snowflake to Elasticsearch and to other cloud. And also we have another case called Bilibili. This is a company just like YouTube in China, and it is using Citano synchronized more than 100 terabytes data per day. And also in Singapore, we have a case about named Shopee, and also use Citano to do the data integration. And also there's many other use cases like Jingdong and VIP.com and Stay and Didi and something like that. So this is the Apache Citano, and we have the other open source projects. It's called Apache Dolphin Scheduler, and it has more than 13,000 stars, and it is fully virtualized distributed orchestration tools. Versus old orchestration tools such as Azkaban and Airflow, Dolphin Scheduler has a very powerful UI. You just can drag and drop to create the whole workflow. And also because it is designed called decentralized design. So the stability and scalability is very good. Now it has more than 60,000 users all over the world. And now here is some use case of Dolphin Scheduler. It is orchestration tools. For example, China Unicom, it has more than 35 servers cluster of Dolphin Scheduler to manage about 2 million of tasks in one cluster. And also, latest, there's some top game internet company, also Bilibili and NIO is a car company. And also, there's many we call the multi-cloud users of Dolphin Scheduler. For example, Shane. Shane is an e-commerce company all over the world, and it just migrated from Airflow to Dolphin Scheduler because of the ease of use. Shane's analytics team is in Philippines, and most of the analytics team is a SQL developer, and to develop many ad hoc reports every day. And the team is not familiar with Python, and they complain about the Airflow because if you want to create a report, perhaps you have to write a code more than 100 lines about how to build a workflow, and perhaps only 50 lines of a SQL how to do the transformation of the data. So Shane just migrate the whole orchestration from the Airflow to the Dolphin Scheduler about 3 years ago. And also Walmart, Cisco, and McDonald's is a user who are using a multi-cloud deployment with the orchestration tools. And also Bosch and Lychee FM is the user who are using Dolphin Scheduler as the AI and ML ops orchestration tools. So here are some websites if you're interested about the open source web. So you can visit the Apache website to see more use case, or you can join the Slack. And so let me introduce WhaleOps. As I introduced, WhaleOps funded by a core team of the Apache Dolphin Scheduler and Apache Citano. And we just combine these two open source projects into one platform we call the WhaleStudio. And then you can drag and drop to do the data ingestion, and to do the ETL, and to handle with the EMR serverless case, or run the Spark, or you can orchestrate your Python, your shell in one platform. So now WhaleStudio supports more than 200 data sources, not only the batch mode, but also the CDC mode. And we have more than 50 task types for the orchestration, such as a Python shell, EMR serverless, and Redshift, SQL, store procedure, something like that. And you just drag and drop to build a ETL, the process. So it's very easy to use. And it's all in one. That means we combine two open source projects into one platform. So the whole technical architecture of the WhaleStudio is like this. We call it multi-master and multi-worker. That means you can start from a very, very small cluster. For example, 1 or 2 servers of WhaleStudio. And then when you are when the data become big, you can scale your cluster very easily. So this is the technical architecture, and also this is the product architecture. That means that we have a dashboard for everyone, and also you can use the development canvas. That means you can drag and drop to create a data mapping, to use the IDE to test the SQL, and then you have the dashboard, operation dashboard. That means you can monitor the ETL process, data integration process, the SQL process, or the Python in one dashboard. And also we have the monitor and configuration dashboard. You can configure the alert. You can configure your alert method or daily or some of your daily jobs, and it can deploy not only in the multi-cloud, it can deploy on-prem or on multi-cloud, or just deploy in your VPC on AWS. So WhaleStudio assets you to do the development. Here is some open source feature. For example, we have the high reliability, or we are cloud native. You can use low code, easy to use. But also we have when you are using commercial version, it has more features. For example, we support more data lakes, such as Delta Lake, Iceberg, Redshift, or something like that. And also we integrate IDE and the whole CI/CD process in our commercial version. And also it has more many commercial features in our commercial version. And also, if you want to do the quick CDC or batch data synchronization, you can use WhaleStudio, because WhaleStudio is not like a Hadoop, Flink, or Spark. You can just use from one server to any server you want. Then we support the drag and drop to create a data mapping, and also we support more than 200 of data sources. And also, if you are employing only one server, it can not only support the batch mode, but also the CDC mode, because we call it the all-in-one. So the CDC mode and the batch mode, our engine support two modes in one server. And so we support a DDL. That means if you are doing some DDL in your data source database, we can do the same thing in your target database. Then you can not interrupt your CEC process. We just do the schema evaluation automatically. Here are some many commercial use case. Most of the leading brokerage firm, insurance banks in China are using our platforms. For example, China Securities, Bank of China, China Life, or something like that. And also we have many AWS client. For example, Jollibee is I think it's a Philippine food enterprise, and one is from Taiwan, and Noah is from Singapore, and BingX is from Australia, and they are using WhaleOps to gather the data and do the data ingestion, to do the data orchestration. Here is a case study about the Wang group. Wang group used to use Talent as their ETL and data ingestion tools, but Talent is not very good at to support the SAP new version of SAP HANA, and also Wang are using the EMR serverless EMR on AWS, and the Talent is old software and do not support AWS serverless EMR very well. So Wang just migrate the Talent to the WhaleStudio, and now here is the architecture of the Wang. Before they are using WhaleStudio, they are using Talent, and they collect data from SAP HANA, from Oracle, from file to S3. And then it is using a EMR to do the SQL, and from ODS to DWD, and then use the EMR to load the data from S3 Hoodie to the Redshift. And when they migrate to the WhaleStudio, they just directly extract data from HANA and directly load data to the Redshift, and then they are using the WhaleStudio to orchestrate the SQL on the Redshift. So you can see that we save them many costs for Wang, because they are when they are using a Hoodie, they have to develop many EMR programs. But when they are using Redshift plus WhaleStudio, they are easily to use the orchestration tools. And also we support extract data from many data sources directly to Redshift or directly to the Doris. So so the developers will be happy because they're not to have to load the data to the S3 and then load the data from S3 to the Redshift or from the S3 to the Doris. And then here is another Web3 company case. This company just replaced the Airflow with WhaleStudio. The pain point is the developer when the developer add a new SQL task in Airflow is very complex, and also Airflow cannot support complex dependency in the various of projects. So they just migrate the whole orchestration platform to the WhaleStudio, and also it also uses the data ingestion. So here is the architecture of this company. You can see they are using the code management with Git, and also they are using the orchestration engine with WhaleScheduler, which is a part of the WhaleStudio, and they are using the synchronization engine with WhaleTunnel, which is another part of WhaleStudio, and it can develop the whole data process called agile data development process. They are using the data integration, data development, and also the data deployment. The whole process is using the WhaleStudio, and also we support the Git and GitHub very well. So if you want to try, you can just search the WhaleStudio on AWS Marketplace. And then if you want to have a free trial or you want to have a special order, you can just email to the service of whaleops.com. I think you have to make your data AI ready with WhaleStudio, because we not only support the traditional database, but also we support the vector database and support the AI APIs. So here is my LinkedIn and my email. So if you have any questions, welcome to ask. So thank you for everyone. Thank you.